Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Breaking news, WNBA star Brittany Griner sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison for drug smuggling. Griner's verdict is just one of two big breaking stories we're following for you right now at noon. Griner was found guilty of drug charges a short time ago. Jay Gray is in Washington, D.C. with the breaking details and more on what happens next.
Emotional, locked behind bars in a courtroom cell, Brittany Griner makes one final appeal for freedom.
I made an honest mistake, and I hope that in your ruling that it doesn't end my life here.
During a brief statement, she apologizes, asking for leniency, but less than an hour later, guilty.
This is an incredible farce on behalf of the Russians. Brittany Griner shouldn't even be a captive, a prisoner.
Griner's already spent more than 5 months in a Russian jail on drug smuggling and possession charges after less than a gram of cannabis oil was found in her luggage at a Moscow airport while she was trying to leave the country. Her Russian defense team arguing she accidentally left a vape cartridge in her luggage when she left Arizona before the start of the Russian basketball season.
It was an honest mistake that I made while rushing under stress, trying to recover from post-COVID, and just trying to get back to my team.
Today's decision means her release may now hinge on a potential prisoner swap. The White House has reportedly offered convicted Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout, known as the Merchant of Death, in exchange for Griner and another American detainee, Paul Whelan. U.S. officials say there's been no substantive response from the Kremlin. No appeal is expected from Griner's legal team since she pled guilty to the charges in an effort to show she was taking responsibility and had remorse for what she continues to call a mistake. Jay Gray, NBC News, Washington.
Also breaking right now, 4 Louisville police officers will in fact face federal charges in connection with the death of Breonna Taylor. The Department of Justice made that announcement within the hour. Those 4 officers are charged with civil rights violations for the botched raid that left Taylor dead. The officers used a no-knock warrant during a drug raid on Taylor's apartment. That was back in 2020. Taylor's boyfriend opened fire, saying he thought it was an intruder. Officers fired back, killing Breonna Taylor. Those officers are charged with submitting a false affidavit to search Taylor's home. They're also accused of working together to cover it up. One officer faced state charges in the case but was acquitted. Much more on both breaking stories in our later newscast today. Here at home, a 3-year-old girl is shot overnight on Detroit's west side, and now there are more questions about how it happened. The girl was shot this morning in a home on Littlefield near West Chicago and the Schaefer Highway. Rod Maloney is at DPD headquarters live. He's gathering information. And Rod, at this point, police are questioning the mother.
Well, they're questioning a lot of people in this case because what they're telling us is that a lot of this is not adding up. And as you said, this happened on Littlefield, it's the west side of Detroit, and parents claim that the child was playing with a gun. Now, this is a 3-year-old, and we're going to show you video of the gun that police tell us was involved in this. And if you look at the size of the gun, you'll begin to understand that police became initially suspicious of the story that the parents were telling because the gun is nearly as large as the child. Now, police found the gun outside an abandoned school just a few blocks away from the home where the shooting happened. Now, the child was shot in the right side, and then the bullet exited her leg. And so police are saying just that story alone gives them reason to suspect that the story isn't adding up. So they're trying to figure out what it is that they have and how this all happened and how the gun wound up where they found it. And so the neighbors, the mother's boyfriend apparently dumped the gun there. At least that's what the police are telling us here. So the child was brought to Henry Ford Hospital and underwent surgery, and we're told that the wound was not fatal and that the child should recover, at least physically. And so we're waiting to hear from DPD at this point, and they're expecting to give us an interview here probably in the next hour or so, and we'll make sure that we have the updated details for you coming up on Local 4 News at 4, 5, and 6. Reporting live downtown, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, yeah, lots of new developments. All right, thank you, Rod. Right now, people are being told to avoid a portion of I-696. The westbound lanes are shut down at DeQuinder in Macomb County because a garbage truck rolled over there. We don't know if anyone was hurt or how long the westbound lanes will in fact be closed. We are also following the weather for you this afternoon as we take a live look at Detroit on a very gloomy Thursday afternoon. More rain is in the forecast, and in fact, heavy downpours are possible, right, Brandon?
Yeah, and we're seeing some of those. These are storm reports from yesterday, and they were not at all split, meaning we had all 4 zones impacted by intense wind. These are severe storm wind damage reports, severe storm flooding reports, even some hail out there, dozens and dozens of them, and still have about 25,000 people without power. A lot of that is Oakland and Wayne counties, with some folks out in Jackson and Macomb counties, up in Genesee as well. A little more populated parts of the area seeing a little more trouble. We do have a few showers out there right now, and we can show you some of that. Heavier north, but this little shower in the Saline area is drifting up toward the north and east into the Saline area. Garden variety rain. It's a little heavier up across portions of northern Macomb and Oakland counties, and again, just drifting to the north and east, but heavy downpours. You said it, Sandra. That's what we have. Romeo, again, lifting up into St. Clair County. Temperatures are low and middle 70s, kind of stuck, and we will be that way for a couple of hours. I feel the afternoon, mid-late afternoon, is when we finally start to see a little bit of sunshine. If you're heading out, or if you have plans, you can get the interactive radar, stay ahead of the showers just by clicking on our Local Forecasters app. The interactive radar is right there when you open it. We made it easy. Just put the camera of your phone right up to that QR code, that box right in the middle of your screen. It'll get you to the free app. Sandra?
All right, thank you, Brandon. We are expecting to learn much more about how much of a cancer-causing chemical was actually released into the Huron River. The first test results are expected from the state. It's believed Tri-Bar Manufacturing is responsible for releasing hexavalent chromium into the river. Health officials warning everyone to stay out of the river from Wixom Road in Oakland County to Kensington Road in Livingston County. We're getting a look at some possible weather damage from Sky 4. A massive tree fell on this house. This is on East Outer Drive near Warren. This is on the city's east side. We're working to try to get some more details, including whether or not anyone was inside the home at the time. A woman in Pontiac is accused of stabbing her neighbors during a house party. Deputies say this woman right here, Candace Wright, stabbed 4 people, including a 15-year-old boy. It happened on Newman Lane near I-75 and University Drive. Wright is now charged with 4 counts of assault with intent to do great bodily harm. No word yet on a possible motive with those stabbings. Governor Whitmer urging the state Supreme Court to immediately take up her lawsuit to block Michigan's abortion ban. That ban is not in effect right now, and abortion is still legal. On Monday, the Court of Appeals ruled prosecutors could enforce the ban, but a judge has put it on hold with a temporary restraining order. The governor says with all this back and forth and legal confusion, the state's highest court needs to step in. And of course, we will keep you posted on what happens there. Now to the coronavirus, and the CDC expected to update recommendations for schools and for quarantining. CNN got a preview of those plans, and they could be released to the public as early as this week. The CDC set to ease quarantine guidance for the unvaccinated. So instead of staying home for 5 days, they can go out with a mask and test themselves at least 5 days after exposure. Anyone with any symptoms, of course, should still isolate. The agency also expected to de-emphasize regular testing in schools and 6 feet of distance. So we'll let you know when they issue those updates.